Alright, what's going on, guys? We're back again. I made a new little decal here. Put out a little effort today. On my nitrous car. Just testing that out a little bit to get started here. Alright, we got the nitrous Nomad here. With the skinny tires. He was running a 24 by 6.5s. I guess he wants another shot at it. Let's see what's going on with this car. This car's got a little bit of bounce in the back. I don't really like listening to those songs in different languages because you don't know what they're saying. No, you didn't miss much. Just getting started here. Playing around with this Lambo a little bit. Oh, this car's quick. Got a big pass out of the nitrous car. I wasn't expecting that. You know, it only on a 670, 60 foot. Still counts as a loss, but that's okay. I was messing around with the gears on it a little bit compared to the turbo one. I shifted way early on those. Still got a 43. It looks like it's the 60 is about 670 on this car. Yeah, Mr. Robot, in the chat there, if you want to do a race, just drop a code. Just let me know what you want to race. If you want to race a certain car. Oh, he got me by 005 there. Yeah, those shifts were off. He got 39, so at least I got my 20K back. He's running the 25s. So we can go again since we got our 20K back. He really double bulbs. You got the red light there. So as long as I don't break out, it didn't feel like a super fast run. I guess he only got a 46, so. So that car looks pretty good. I'm kind of happy with this car. It's got a little different accessories on it, spoilers and stuff. Who knows if that makes a difference or not. Oh, you're watching my bank? Yeah, it just hit 133 mil. So I must have made some money off that guy. This car's got 167 wins. I don't even remember racing this car that much. Yeah, it finally cooled off today. We had a nice storm front roll in. Didn't really produce any rain here. but it dropped the temperature quite a bit. We'll see how long that lasts. I've got my music up a notch louder, I think, today. All right, so yesterday we were taking out a lot of different cars. I think could probably just dig around a little bit and see if we can try and run some other ones. As soon as I get bored of the Lambo here. I only have about 10 runs on this slightly different setup I did on here, so kind of want to get an idea what he got the RT on that one. He's got the 29.5s. I can't really get any other tire size to work as good for me, though. Missed my shifts on that one. To run some of these other cars, see what kind of times they're putting up right now. What kind of track we got. Looks like the Lambos are out, so see if my car works. No, the car's slow there. That would have been an easy win for my Lambo. I'm going to have to might have to wait a while before we start taking out some other cars. It looks like the Lambos are still out. See, if they see another tire size, you know they're going to jump in on that right away. But if it's another Lambo, they might not jump in as fast as an easy pickings. That seems like the case because I'm sitting here for a bit. I changed my name on here. Now we got an Audi. He may not know the tire sizes because his tire sizes on that is very similar to the Lambo. What's going on, Roblox? What kind of car you got? What kind of car you want to race? If you don't care, just drop a code. Otherwise, just let me know what car if you want to have a fair race. Yeah, I changed my name on here to my YouTube name just for the heck of it. Oh, you want to race Camaros? It's okay if I race you with this. Black Ghost. We got another ghost. I consider these cars pretty competitive. The Camaro and the missed my stage. Gotta get a red light. Oh, that wasn't a quarter. I almost did red light. Got the 001. Yeah, see that eight's going to be a big disadvantage against this car because this car 60 is way better than the Camaro. So we can do quarter, or I can get my Camaro, and that'll be a more even race for the eighth, or if you want to do the quarter, whatever you want to do. Because the Camaro's not going to catch this in the eighth. Or we can just race Camaro's quarters or eighth, either way. Yeah, I got my gain turned up a little bit and the music turned up a little bit. .51 to the 560. The same top speed though. That 60 foot is really getting you on that Camaro. The Camaro will definitely do better 60 than that. There's an NA car I can grab. Yeah, we'll see if anybody finds my stream with my name out there. Gray Ghost. If they can figure out. I heard my car's tire squealing on that one. There we go. That's a good pass for the Camaro. I think I got a good launch on that one because I heard them tires squealing. Seems like it got out of there pretty good. Just a little tiny wheelie. Yeah, that's more like it for the Camaro. Man, Gray Ghost, why you gotta jump out there and start advertising for me? Yeah, Lambo could probably run 47, no prep. You can pretty much do anything with a Lambo. You're gonna make me famous. I mean, YouTube is nice because you can drop codes right in the chat. You know, and people can just race them. It makes it a lot easier for that. I didn't get first on that one, so I got a little slower pass. I guess he wants to go again. Hopefully I won't red light. I think I got better shifts on that one. Just a 50. It got me on a tree on that one. Kind of lost the 5.4s on it though. There we go. Got a better tree on that one. About half of his tree. I think it'll be good with that. All right, so let's just jump into this car. I'm going to turn it down to 10K. Chances are I'm going to get a Lambo. Yeah, this guy again. See, he didn't jump in my race when I ran my Lambo. But he jumped in when I ran a car with a different tire size. Unless that's just a coincidence. Yeah, okay, you ran a 540 in a Lambo against an Audi. Let's see, I'll put this car out there and see if he jumps in this race. And I'm saying no, he won't. No, somebody else did. we got an NT car. I wanted to race that. Let's see if the guy jumps back in again. Oh, we got a bike. We got a noisy bike. I'm gonna turn down the volume. Oh, we got a quick pass out of the Audi that time. The wagon with the 546. That's a third car I got a 46 out of between yesterday and today. The wagon, the Nissan Z, and the Camaro. I got a 46 out of all of them. That's pretty surprising. Got iced tea. I think he had the Camaro, so I'm not gonna jump in that. Yeah, that's a good 60 for the for a NA car. Guess we'll take out some more some cars that I didn't get a chance to race that I took out yesterday. Take that out. Never really raced that. I kind of want to see if this one will run as good as that other 57. Let's see if I can find another car I want to try out a bit. Of the buffed cars. Let's see what's left. We could take this out just for fun. See if we can find an NA car. Got the Lambos out. See if we get a Lambo. Nope. Got lucky. I'm going to turn the volume back up a notch. That was pretty early on that first shift. Luckily, his car wasn't that fast. Why you want to race this slow car with your Camaro? Trying to get an easy win. This used to be a big wheel car. See if I can hit first gear. That was real early on it. Got 66, but the tree isn't there. I have to check the delay on this one. This car will do better than 66. That was early in that first shift again. If I can hit that first shift, I could possibly see what this car will do. Look at those wheelie bar marks way out there. I hit the, managed to get a 64. I hit the first shift, but then I got that little stutter in second. '66 to 63. So your car is capable of faster times than mine, I think. This thing just doesn't seem to want to get under 64. Alright, some good races there with Mr. Ghost. I haven't raced this Maverick in a while. See if I can find an NA car out here to race. That guy's only racing for 5K. I think I'll take that one. Mr. 5.5, so we'll see if that's the case. I think I'm going to change the view for the NA cars. Yeah, he's Mr. 5.5, but he needs to, if he can get a tree. I gotta see if I can get an earlier shift on this Maverick. Because it really winds up that first gear quicker than some of the other ones. I just barely staged. Missed it. That time he was early on the tree, just barely. I wonder what happened if I turned down first gear and notch on this. Yeah, this first gear was way too quick. Well, I got a 51 though. What a crazy 60 foot. I'll give this guy one more shot. I thought he had me on that one. I caught him. Even though it didn't look like it. Got him at 001. See, the computer's gonna even it out right at the end. I probably won't be able to land it on the line. Look at that. That's a good race. I'll give him one more, just for the effort. What's going on, Ty? Is that your name? In the chat? Let's see if I catch him this time. No, not that time. I think I gave him enough chances there to get a little bit of money back. I'm going to take try taking one notch off of first gear on that one. $63 in the big Caprice. Yeah, that's good for that car. This guy came right back at me again. Let's see how this thing launches now. It's not that often you get a 5.5 Lambo to race. It looks like I'm going to catch him. No. This car is still really quick on that 60 foot. Let's go. Where are we going? We racing? Drop a code. Got him in the whole shot. It seems like that gear made my car slower. That's the thing about these cars is it seems like only one. I'm thinking what I can do with the bars. To try and get the bars to hit a little harder. If I were to bring them in a little. But I think it's just, I think that's just the way the car is. Alright, so I'm going to try this 57. I want to see if it'll put up numbers like my other one. Well, the thing is, I'm not going to sell this one because this car has 1,000 wins on it. Might just have been one of those things. I missed that first gear. See if DJ wants to go again. Let's see what tires. I got the 33s on this one. Let's see what I have in that other one. It could actually be the same tune. Or probably very similar. Yeah, I have the 33 on here too. Yeah, you're doing good in that Caprice. It's got Lambos out here. Now Voodoo's coming in here with his Lambo versus my 57. I gotta say something to him. Oh, he red lit on me. Yeah, I missed the shift on it again. I'd like to try and work out this first gear shift. It seems slower than the other one. That might be where the difference is with the other car. You got the Camaro. Wow, that thing really popped. That thing really popped in there, jumping around all over the place. That's a teleporter. That's like that's like Back to the Future. Man, this first gear is really slow on this one. Look at this car. Look at his car teleporting. That's insane. I think I'll pass on that one. I'll pass on the teleporter. Let me grab this other 57 and see how it launches. Yeah, you got a lot of races in cars, but you don't have that many cars, do you? I mean, I have some older cars with. I think I only have maybe a couple with around 1,000 races, and then I'll have some that have 500, and then you know, down from there of the cars that I've raced in the past. There's a Lambo. We'll stay away from that. See how this car launches. Versus bear racing. I've raced him before. Yeah, you guys in the chat, if you want to race, just drop a code. And you can also tell me the car if you want. No, I'm just off on the shift. Or it's not. That would have been a close race if I could have treed. The first shift is just a little more delay. I need to be a little more patient. That time it seemed different. That was a horrible pass. I'm not going to be racing a Camaro with that. Okay, those are Lambos. Let's take this other car. Oh, you have 52 cars? Yeah, but how many do you race? I've seen you Camaro. I've seen a few Camaros. I've seen the Mani. I've seen the 57. I'd say it's a little tougher to pick up wins right now, though, because of those Lambos being around. That's one thing that makes it tough. Yeah, I just kind of run through cars right now, so I'm not going to be racking up tons of wins on anything. And I'm not really racing outside of when I stream either. So, all right, let's see if I can get the shift done on this thing. Yeah, I know a lot of 57s, they had the 35s, and then people run 34s, and then I usually just change my tire size to be different. I got pretty good shifts there, but I didn't get a tree. I think my first gear was late on that one. I mean early. Yeah, this was the car I was running consistent, like 50 and 51 with, and this is the car I got the 49 with. '54. The 60 isn't really there. What do you mean game cars? Robot? What do you mean? Oh, I thought that was my red light for a second, because I was really on top of that light. Yeah, see, I got to shift a little better that time, I think. That's a little better, so I could probably get into the 52s with this if I raced it. Car games with open maps. Yeah, that's usually your road racing games, like like GTA and stuff. Well, GTA is not a racing game, but people race on it. But like Forza, I guess, something like that. But they don't have drag racing, like a Assetto Corsa. I can't remember what game I was playing a lot. That was had a like an open map where you can drive around and get races. There's King Dragon out there with his Lambo. John Wick. Some freaking kid just whole shot beat me. Yep, that can happen. Even to John Wick. Yep, there was some good races. Yeah, you hit 52. I'm thinking you could probably hit 52. I have to compare the tunes on these two. If I end up dumping that other car, just to make sure. All right, so I guess we'll run this Camaro. All right, man. Thanks for the sub. These commercials. Doesn't look like my mic picks up the music that well the way I have just my phone on the desk. Because otherwise I'd be getting like copyrights for music and stuff. Oh, we still got a Lambo out here. It's still not that late though, so I think I turned the game down a little from that motorcycle. I think this was like a one bounce launch. Now he's going to stall on the tree with a Lambo versus the Camaro. That's what happens, Mr. Lambo. Get wrecked. I don't think so. You had your shot. Maybe that's why I didn't want to stage first. Go out there with that again. He'll probably jump back in there again to try and get his 10K back. I can do that too. Just have my Lambo out just in case. If he sees my name, he'll jump in real quick and he'll be like, oops, that's a Lambo. Nope, you put a Lambo out there and you don't catch as many fish. Okay, we got TTG out here. I don't want to sit out here and race Lambos. I was just trying to catch that other guy. He only ran a 48. I was expecting a little faster from that. He only ran 228, like he let off. I didn't see his 60 foot. That's the thing about racing in this view is you can't really let off. If you think you're gonna run a 5.3. Try this car again. Yeah, this Lambo stuff really killed the lobby. Destroyed it. I think this car runs 5.5, right? I don't remember this car running 5.5. I thought it was only 5.6. Only got a 560. What does he got? Oh, he's got the Audi. Let's see if I can get a 5.5 out of this. Yeah, I can get my Audi out and take care of this real quick. I got good shifts that time. Just barely got a 5.5. Yeah, of course he wants to race again. Happened to my music. Alright, so let's take out some new cars. Take this back out. This. I think I've pretty much gone through all of the cars that have been buffed in the last couple of days. Just trying to find something. Deep into the garage here. Oh, the Elko. I haven't raced that in a while. I think that was about halfway down the stack. I haven't raced this thing in a long time. Let's see if that thing works still. We'll get one more. Just zipping through these. The money. Haven't raced that in a while. This is actually not the fastest you can make the money, though. The money needs to be much lower. I think that's only like a 5.6 car. Like blue 57s. Haven't you not raced enough 57s? I think that 57 is the same. I think that was just a different decal or something. Let's see what this thing runs. The Lambos. I don't know why this guy's jumping in here with this Lambo against my. He obviously knows this is not a Lambo. I don't remember how this launches. Got kind of a crazy launch on it. And he goes in red lights. Oh, what kind of stupid shit is that? The racist guy. The NT guy. Didn't connect. What a surprise. And that's a Lambo. Yeah, this car seems like it gets a lot of spin off the line. Getting a bunch of lag right now. Yeah, this looks, it's only a 570 car. Well, if I can, let's see what this car does. Wow, this car gets up high and spins. It's kind of weird. Let's try something else. Yeah, I didn't want to. The Monty was getting faster, but it was getting to the point where I had to put the car so far on the ground that the tires were sticking out super far out of the fenders. So I just decided because it's a low, very low sitting car. So I just decided not to. I just decided to build it a little different and sacrifice the speed, sacrifice the time. Because that car, it'll run 5.5, but it's got to be on the ground. Not a lot of 539 up here on the board. Usually there's a lot more than that. This car used to be one of the fastest cars out. Around the same time the 57 was fast. Then they buffed this car. This is one of, I think this is one of the first of the older cars that they buffed. I only had the single bar on this one. He just didn't want any part of it. $558. I think this car might do a little bit better than that. See if there's anyone else out in the lobby here. Someone's flooding the chat. Yeah, the NA cars that they buff they're all gonna be about 8s in the 60. Some of them actually dip on a little bit under that of the NA cars. Seems like a slow night tonight. Yeah, this car just barely gets into the 5.5s, it looks like. Yeah, that was a mismatch. I thought that car used to be faster. I think I have another one of those. But I thought that was the fast one. I thought that was a better one. This guy just put Lambo with the 35/21 ET Street. That's not a Lambo. I was taking these cars out for a test drive. And maybe I'll take out all my fast cars. Because I'm pretty much through all these cars they buffed. Nope, there's still some Lambos hanging around. I thought the Lambo, I thought the Elko was a little bit better than that. Yeah, nice. You beat an Elko with a Lambo. Congrats. I should have taken that 25 by 18. Because that wasn't a Lambo. Can't remember what that is. I thought I raced this guy earlier. But I think he left. This is a mismatch, though. At least for my Elko. If he would have treated any worse, I would have got him. Yeah, the Elko is close to 5.5, but it's not quite there. Yeah, these Lambos are starting to wear on me. I pretty much raced all these, though. I know this car will. Not sure if this one will run a 5.5 or not. That's what I should really do, is just put blowers on all my cars. I know I'm a lot of my NA cars. But then they may not. I may have to make adjustments, though, if I do that. Oh, this one has a blower. Even though this is kind of disadvantage too, because you can just bring a blower Camaro against this car. That's going to be a big mismatch. This car should be a little better than that, I think. No, not really. But the way it looks now is that all these cars that they're buffing, no one is using any of them. Of all the cars that they buff to run 5.5s, no one races any of them. I mean, yeah, because of the Lambo, but still you have the Camaro, you have the Audi wagon, you have the Nissan, but all these cars, I mean, you can just go one after the other. These three, Alco, this. I never see Mavericks, even though I think it'll run close to 5.4. This, never see. Gremlin, never see. Never see Boss. You see these, because that'll run close to 5.4. You don't see T-Birds. You don't see any of these, like really Porsche, Skyline. Pretty rare. You don't see either of these two. Private free roam. I don't really do free roam. You can do one. Okay, so let's take out a little better cars. Kind of want to try this one again. I want to get my other Nissan Z. We'll take this out. Take the Porsche out just to see if we can get a 5.4. I want to take out my other Nissan Z. Yeah, your car's too slow. Well, you got to get good. What does your car run? I might have a car I can run you with. guys who you want, who wants to run them, but it was all flooded out by the chat was all flooded, so no one knows what he's talking about. Now we got Kenny and his twin out here. Oh, that guy came out of the ground. Let's see how my these trees. This guy's putting trees in my face all the time. Oh, we just dumped the Lambo. That 767 60 foot though, that doesn't make sense. I got the same 60 as him for some reason. I think something weird might have happened with that. But I'll still take the 462 versus a Lambo. And he got a 300 RT, so that was definitely a weird launch that happened there. .47 in the Camaro. There you go. Man, people grab them races so quick. Probably get snapped up by Lambos. Game volume was kind of trying to find a spot in between. It's not too quiet, not too loud. I didn't get the launch on that one. Didn't get the shifts. My car's not running right against that. I think I'll hang out in the lobby a bit. Man, people just jump on that NA car immediately. Well, he came back right away. See if my car works this time. Whoa. Got the big number, 460. Let's see if my music is back. See if I can get back-to-back good passes in this thing. I just gotta remember how quick this car shifts. Only got a 52. And he got the 47, but he didn't get a tree. That looked like it was going to be a fast pass, but it wasn't there. Yeah, I gotta remember to get on that second gear right away. Only had a 52. He's not getting good trees though. This will make up a little for that money I lost on all those Lambos. Yeah, that time he tried overcompensating and got the red light. I got the 002. wants to keep going at it. We'll maybe go one more or so, see if I can get another 5-4. I picked up some lag there. He got a 5-4. He got a little money back. Looked like that was getting a little laggy though. Someone's flooding the chat. Yeah, it's pretty quiet night tonight. Could do some Lambos with Voodoo. I got pretty good shifts there. Whoa. Get big pass in the Porsche. That's pretty rare. I thought those first two were a little too quick. Usually I have to hit first slightly earlier than second, like around 89, and then second around like 91 to get that kind of time. But if it works, it works. I'll take it. See if anything else comes out in the lobby. Now we got Nova out here too, in the Lambo. Okay, we haven't raced this tonight. I had an idea for what I was going to have for a stack tonight, but I can't remember what it was. Man, this old Samsung S9 looks like the battery's going in it. Because it goes through the battery in about 1 day, even if it's just sitting there. So that battery's going. I wonder if I could replace the battery in that. Because the S9 is still a usable phone. It's not a super, like, slow phone. I don't use it for calls, but it's nice to have, like, a phone to play music, or I don't know that it's good for playing the game anymore, though. I think it was kind of lacking. Wasn't really playing the game that well. Oh, he's got a Nissan Z. I thought that was going to be an Audi. So depending on how good his car is, he's got bars on it though. I don't think that's going to work out too well for that car. I'm going to pull away from that. 52. You got the 56. I don't know if you can get those 780 60 flips with bars on that car. Got the 53. Yeah, he got a 796 60 foot, but his top end, he needs to put a little more on the top end. Get that thing up to like 254. Let's see, is this a blower car? No, it's turbo. What else are we gonna do? We didn't really run the Camaro all that much. I don't think. Now this guy, he didn't have a Lambo out, but now he's got a Lambo out. I don't want to keep running this guy over and over again. He took a different car out though. I guess we'll see what kind of snack we got, and then maybe we'll come back and race some Lambos if there's any around. We got the Ranger. See what we can do in this. This car will run anywhere between a 46 and like a 51. And that first gear was just crazy fast on that. We still got a 49. That car is as erratic as the Nissan Z. At least mine is. All right, let's take a look for a snack really quick. 580 in the Lambo. That's not going to work. What song is that? Can't you see? Can't you see? I'm not very good with identifying songs by the name of them for some reason. Some songs, like old classics, yeah, but not like 90s and up. I don't really recognize song names. It depends. If it's like something I listen to all the time, like Tool or Korn or System of a Down, I might know a lot of their stuff by name. Marshall Tucker Band, what? Is that some country or what? Oh, look at this. We got a match. Superbirds. Wish I could make my cars look cool like that. Yeah, this guy usually sticks around for some races. Looks like his car is sitting about the same as mine. I think I see a little dot on his hood, like he's running a Pro Charger. First on that, we were like neck and neck on that one. He's just a little bit slower to me. He only has 33s on his too. Yeah, see, you can see he's got the Pro Charger sticking up right there. I think this is because this car sits real low and has a real long first gear. He got me on the tree on that one. I got the 5.0, he got the 00. That's what it's all about, though. If you can tree somebody, you always got a chance. Except if you race a Lambo, then you might not. Just wanted to check and see if that's him real quick. Hopefully I won't distract him. He got me on the tree again. Yep, there's the 49. My tree was bad on that one. I think he paused for a second because I got that 49. I think if you use a blower on this car, though, it hits a little too hard. I think he's typing a message. I got him on the tree that time. Another 49. Yeah, this car's definitely better with the turbo. I think if he lifted that up to 34s and put a turbo on it, that was like right next to each other on that race. 017. I think this is a team, TTYN. I don't know if he's typing or not. Crept away on him on the top end there. We'll go one more if he wants to keep going. It's kind of a slow night. His car may be even lower than mine. I mean, he does have the 33s though, but it's probably why it looks like that. He got me on the tree. I'm gonna have to dip out on that. Got some good races though. One hour left on the leaderboard. Still got my team up there. All right. try the nitrous Lambo again. I wonder if I should put the smaller wing on this. Put the same parts as my other one. Yeah, you never know what you're going to get with a no-name. I haven't seen people that I thought were hackers lately. Where you have them obvious cars that have no business running, like in beating a car that runs 5.4. Like especially like a big wheel car or something. Okay. I hope he wasn't typing in what he. I didn't realize what he just typed in to be. I hope that was just like okay, like okay. People put like KK. Hopefully he didn't. Hopefully he wasn't putting. Yeah, big. I mean, a big wheel car could run 5.6, sure, but not beat a 5.4 car. Big wheel car is not gonna, unless it's like an import or a Lambo, pretty much. But those aren't. He wouldn't really call one of those a big wheel car because it just has big rims. You can put big rims on them, and they'll still be fast. The Lambo you can put 18, 19, 20. Taller tires. All right. Let's see if there's any Lambos hanging around out there. Trying to back this mic off a little bit because it seems like my voice is pretty loud on the stream, even though I don't talk very loud because I turned up the gain. I'm just going to apologize in advance to this guy. Oh, look at that. I actually gave him the hit, like unintentionally for some reason, because I was thinking about giving him the hit. And I just did it out of reflex. I didn't get very good shifts either because that kind of threw me off. Like subliminally. I was like, gonna give him the hit. Well, 44. Yeah, what are you trying to run, Vibes? The chat's pretty quiet tonight, so yeah, you beat up on somebody for 120K. Why would you do that? The poor guy. Some people just like doing test passes, though. If they have a lot of money, or who knows, they may even have unlimited money. Let's see if there's any Lambos lurk out in the lobby, so I don't have to keep putting up my name. Yeah, you want to run R34s? I'll run R34s with you. I'm Pro Tree if you want. I have a lot of my 5.5 cars close to the top now. I was about to go into Lambo mode for the night. Yeah, I was tweaking this thing, this R34, thinking I was going to be able to get a 5.4. I kept getting closer and closer, and then it kind of lost it. I think I got a 550 once. So I don't know what happened. We run 20Ks for that 120K, because that's, that's 6 races. So, I mean, it's not like you were beating someone to death. Let's see what jumps in on my Lambo. Yeah, if you want to race to that R34, just drop a code. This guy's still out here. He doesn't put up races. He just jumps in races. I staged up too far. There we go. With the nitrous car, we got the 39. He only got a 46. So I might have had the good side of the track that time. always like trying something different though, because there's really no one out here running nitrous Lambos. Now he just left. I don't know what the hell it's all about. These guys never say anything. But that kind of makes me wonder when you just leave like that, like way before the light even goes off. It makes me wonder what's happening on their side. See, I didn't get a good tree. I didn't get a good tree at all on that one. Somehow my tree was bad. These guys know all the tricks though. I'm gonna let him like fully stage in there. He got a 40. That's okay. I got the 39. I win. And I got the nitrous car. Yeah, sorry about it. Let me grab that code real quick. Yeah, it looks like you'll have to put up another one. Yeah, we could do as many races as you want. Somebody might have got that code though. There was a few people in the chat, looks like. Some lurkers in here. Yeah, it's getting a little bit late. Yeah, if you want to put up a code, I'll pay attention. Yeah, so we got 2 5.3s in the nitrous Lambo tonight. So I'm pretty happy about that. I had to make I made a slight change to it from how I was running it. I mean, it's not, usually it's around 42, 43, but there's certain shifts. If I hit certain shifts, sometimes it'll make a big pass, but it's not, I don't think it's as good as the turbo car. Looks like the 2920, I'm not going to jump in on that with the Lambo. There's a couple of cars that could be. It's not a Lambo though. Oh, that was laggy. I'm gonna block that guy. Wait. Does that mean you blacklist it when you do that? That was like lagging my game. It seemed like. Yeah. I like this song. What is this? Okay, Slipknot. I didn't recognize the song. I'm not sure what either one of these cars is. Could be. That's probably an import. Yeah, Vibes, that code didn't work for me. So I'm just kind of hanging out here. Which Chevelle? I have a feeling you're talking about this one Chevelle. I don't think mine is the greatest though. Are you talking about the early 70s, like late 69 Chevelle? I haven't raced it in a while. There's some cars I haven't raced. Yeah, you're talking about this one. This was actually a good car for me for a while. Way back when the cars were only running, everything was running high 5.6s was like the goal. I only have 123 wins in it. I may have had another one that I got more wins in, because I remember racing this. Yeah, I got 33s. I have the hole for the Pro charger, but I don't have a Pro charger. So that kind of concerns me. Looks like I changed it. I don't know what happened there. Yeah, I must have switched this one to a turbo. Because it had, I think I had a Pro charger in it. This car has such a weird launch. Wow, 61. I wasn't expecting that. This car wasn't even 5.5. Has such a weird launch. Yeah, I bet if I could hit that first shift, this thing might 5.5. It has such a long hesitation, though. I couldn't, I couldn't hesitate long enough. The thing ran 5.5, and I was nowhere near on the first shift. That's weird. Wonder what the Pro charger would be like. Seems like it's better with when I shift it really early. I'm just kind of curious what the Pro charger would do. Can't remember if that. Yeah, I like it because it shows the pipe going down. Let's see what that does. Yeah, I used to know a guy back in the day who had a Chevelle like this. I was all over the place on those shifts. Still 57. I think what I'm going to do, I think tonight I'm going to put blowers in my NA cars. Oh, that car got squirrely. That was a 56. Wow. I'm surprised. Okay. Yeah, I think that's going to be my project for today. I don't want to put one in this. Okay, blower. That car doesn't really count. Let's see, is this the car you can't put a... I could put one in this. I thought this was a Pro Charger car. Let's see what kind of front bumper this has. Just the whole. Maybe I should put the double bars on this. The 58. I mean, it does look a little unstable, and it says this is supposed to add stability with the 2 bars. That was weird, it didn't have the same launch. That time it hadn't. What's going on, Gramps? Right now I'm have a little project going here. I'm putting blowers in all my NA cars so I can try and stay away from Lambos. Let's see what this is. This car already has one. That's one of the slower cars. I guess that's a turbo, right? Maybe I should try a turbo on this one, actually. Okay, Jamie. I hear you. I'm gonna get on that one of these days. This thing has really long bars on it. I wonder if I should shorten those up. Whoa. That was a really fast launch. I don't think turbo's going to work in this. Maybe blower. Like big blower. I think it did the best with the Pro Charger though. Let's change that. Let's see. Oh, I hate this bumper. Because this car is so low. I'd have to live with that turbo clipping through the tire. Can those tires come out? I think they can. Let's see. Car won't run, probably won't run right if I do that. See if that's enough. Can't tell. Doesn't look like it. I'll just leave it there. My stream was top of the list recommended. What do you mean? You mean like if you do a no limit search? Let's do the test pass in this. And that first gear is just so super fast. Yeah, I mean, I think if you watch someone, then it's going to recommend someone you watched recently. Because I can't imagine that I would be recommended. I think that helped the launch. But it didn't really help the time. definitely helps the launch. Oh, there we go. I'll take that. So we're going to keep 3.5, I think. We'll see what this does. Because this doesn't necessarily, it doesn't necessarily mean it's going to keep working. Sometimes it'll just give you one good one, then it won't work anymore. Yeah, see that? That 60 went. The 60 went down. I think I'm going to leave it like that. All right, man. Take care. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, I'm just kind of experimenting with these cars a little bit. Plus, I want to try and change some of them to blower to keep the Lambos away. I think I had a blower in this thing before. I think I had the big blower in this before. But I think I switched it. That was a pretty good pass, but it gets that double. Gets that double bounce more, I think. It seems a little more stable. That was all out of whack. Those bars need to be out there. We can probably leave it with the blower. What's a T-Bird got? Looks like a Pro Charger under there. Right? Get the Pro Charger. Pro Charger. I think. Turbo. This car's very unstable. That's a pretty good time. I think that'll work. All right. I think that's... I think that's pretty much all of them. See if the Lambos are out. There's a bike. There's a car. Yeah, I think we're gonna mess around with the Lambos for a little while and then probably put a lid on this. we got a Porsche 26 by 15. Those are pretty good shifts, except for the last one. I didn't get the 60. Looks like we have a lot of NA blower cars now, though. So we can definitely take those out and not run into Lambos. Now we got the Ferrari. Picking up some lag here. What's going on? The game is lagging out here. Let's see if it goes away. No, it's all messed up. The heck is that? Will my internet just take a dump or what? I don't know what's going on. I think I need to restart my game. Guess we'll try a few passes here, and then I'm gonna wrap it up for the night. See if that lag is gone. Can't remember the last time I got yellow bars. Something was wrong with that fifth shift. Yeah, it's pretty quiet out here. See if we can get one big pass in this. I think I was early in first. Car seems a bit slow right now. I don't know what happened. Looks like the Lambos are all gone now. Those are good shifts, except for one of them. 43. That's about what this car runs. On average. See if anyone puts up any races. Could be the last one here. Calling last race. I don't know what these guys are talking about in this chat. That was a Lambo. Something's jumped. People are jumping in these pretty quick. Oh, this guy's back. I think that message envelope popping up gave me lag. That guy just left. missed a couple of those shifts. I had a good 60 there. But I think because of that guy leaving, I get messed up my pass. That probably could have been a good pass if the guy hadn't left. I don't know. Looks like I'm the last one here. That looked like a Lambo there with drag radials. I'm just trying to get a good Lambo pass to wrap it up here. Oh man. I wanted that no-name guy. The no-name guys come out at night. Let's take a nice photo. That's a good one. See if there's anyone left out here. Oh, there was an NT. He was there for like a fraction of a second. All right, last race. It's got to be the last one. Oh, I've raced this guy before, I think. He's got that low Lambo with the 24s. Not many guys on 24s. I was late on that last shift, but see, I'm getting 60, but for some reason the rest of it isn't there. The 60 is there, but then it's fallen off. The code's no good. This guy's racing on US 60. I don't know what that is. I know what it is, but I don't know what kind of custom track that is. I'm just going to click refresh like a lot of people do. All right. Let's race till someone gets a 5-3. was late on some of those. 47, what? You got a slow track here. I was late on that last shift. I got a 40. Should I be happy with that? If I do get a 39, you'll get your 20K back. If I get an HK. Those are good shifts, but I was late on the last one. There it is. All right. We did it. We did it, guys. That's going to be the replay. Just barely. $3.99. Just barely got it. That's going to be the thumbnail, I think. See if I can get one with the sun in there. Like this, maybe. All right. Thanks for the races. Looks like I win. Yep, I will see you next time.